Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, I'm Uncle Mark. I usually do automotive repairs, but this time I had to take a stair lift out of a house. They were doing some remodeling, and how do these things come apart? Never had one apart before, so I'm going to do a step-by-step. They should be very similar depending on your make and model, but they should all be, they basically use the same ideas. So first thing you want to do is get the chair to the top of the stairs, run it all the way up. And then once you're there, there'll be some kind of a stop that it runs into that you want to take off. Now this one just had these 2 bolts, and these happen to be 13 millimeters. And depending on the design, it may look a little different, but it should be a similar process. Take those, whatever is attaching them together, and if you have a little helper like this, little critter, come on, are you coming? Yeah, she's chickening out. Oh, well, I'll have to do this myself. Now, if you were looking for other tips and tricks, top right-hand corner, I'm going to have a playlist on this stair lift, how to take the batteries out and change them. Maybe if you have a fuse problem, it's not working, we'll cover that too. But back to this. Once you get it to the top and you have that stop off, run it again, press the button. These are pretty heavy. If you're a big guy, you should be able to lift it, I think. But, I'm not sure exactly what it weighs. But it's heavy enough. It's got a big motor in there. It's got a couple batteries and things. Once that's out of the way, you can see they're doing some repairs. This will have to come off. First thing we probably should do is take your power thing that charges the battery, unplug it. It'll be at the bottom of the stairs. Unplug that. And this is the charger itself. Maybe mount it to the wall. This is a Bruno brand. And follow the wire around back to the bottom. There'll be a couple wires there to unhook too. You'll see one's got a positive, one's got a negative. Red should be positive. And in this case, you cannot mix them up when you go put them back together. So use a little pair of needle nose pliers and wiggle them off. You can probably do that with your fingers too, if you can get your fingers in there. Come on. Unhook that, then we won't have power going to this thing at all. Don't want any power running here. Get that out of the way. There we go. Now back to the top of the stairs. I've already unbolted the bolts that hold this to the floor. I think there was 4 on each one of these legs. This had 4 legs, depending on the length. Now you see there's this couple of copper little lines running down. They're flat. That's what the chair runs on, and I believe it just charges on those. And they're usually a 1 piece, the copper. Each one of them goes all the way to the bottom. So I found that if I just gave it a little bit of a slide, this piece that this sits in comes out. And I just pulled the first plastic piece out. It was half the length of this whole rail. Once I did that, I was able to pull these copper pieces out, just gently. I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do with these. These are like 12, 14 stairs long. It's a long way. So I thought maybe I can just kind of wrap them around like this. You don't want to put a crease in them or nothing. So I thought if I can make them into a kind of a small circle, wrap them up, and then maybe take some tie straps and tie them together just loosely without bending them, then these can be safely sat somewhere else. Didn't see how this was put together when it was set up, so I'm just taking some little tie straps, zip ties, I guess what they are. I guess you could use different things. I don't know if I'd want to use tape on here because you might leave a film on there, although I guess that would only be in one spot, although it could smear every time those little contacts go by there and swipe it. Maybe I'll just give you another close-up as to how I had these on here. It's nothing special. Just get them to zip tie around there and then just snug them up. I had them just a little bit loose here so I could figure out how small of a diameter I'm going to make this, and then set them through there and just tighten them up. It's that easy. So I set it aside and I figured I'll get to the next one now. I'll just move the camera around here a little bit. You can see me pull this other one out as well. It's a fairly heavy cage. copper piece. You don't want to put a crinkle in it or a kink, that's for sure. I can just imagine what these would be worth if you had to replace them. And same kind of thing, try and make a circle out of it. And then use your zip ties to zip tie it together. There will be skippable chapters in this too, so if you want to skip to the next part, I'm going to just basically skip to the next part here too. We see how this is put together. So with that aside and somewhere safe, I'm going to need a helper to pick these up. But before we do that, I've got it laying on its side. I'm going to have to split these apart. This one's in 2 pieces. Yours might just be in 1. It could be in 3. Hard to say. And you see this piece that I had the copper pieces in. The other one is in the second lower rail. So somewhere about halfway here. I'm going to put that on now. I can't remember. Oh, I think I have to slide it all the way to the top. You see that wasn't 2 pieces, but the copper wasn't. Now there's a bolt here that kind of holds the 2 pieces together. And you'll see on this end piece, there was a couple of bolts that went into there too. Just almost like white metal. I would be very careful not to make it too hard. I'm going to put this piece, I think, back on there so that I don't lose it. And just make sure they fit the right holes. Oops. Try and do this with a camera in one hand and the bolts in the other. If you've enjoyed what you've seen so far and you're learning something, could you maybe just spend a second there and just give me the thumbs up? It'll help YouTube to know that this isn't a bad video. Now, back down to the middle. I'm going to loosen this piece here. This one just had the 1. And it just kind of holds the 2 together. There are some other pieces that hold this as well. I'm just going to move that little piece up ahead and tighten it up. And then it basically will take 2 people to separate these 2 pieces apart. And I kind of jiggled it myself and was able to remove it. Another couple little bolts here. There's, I believe, 8 of them. Little screws, almost like sheet metal screws. These were T Torx. The ones I had here, again, yours could be different, were T, what were they now? There's a piece that goes in the middle here anyway, we'll show you. These were T25s. If you have a set of Torx bits, you'll be able to take them apart yourself. Of course, I think what I'm going to do is just try and do the 4 on the one side. And that way, like, no sense taking the other 2 off. There'll just be more pieces to lose. Now, once I got that all apart, it was just a matter of moving these apart a little bit. And there's some gears in here you want to make sure you grab. See the teeth right here? It's either going to be from the left side or the right side, so you'll want to see, maybe when you pick it up,
you lift that end up.
Hold that tooth there too, otherwise they're all going to want to fall out. And I wish I seem to have lost some of that space, or that video. But this is what they look like, and this is what will happen if you didn't hold them.
Maybe it's not
They
going to
come out. And you start tipping it,
the can in this.
and they actually run under here, and there you go, see? They'll start falling out if you have them on an angle on the stairs.
Keep going. Okay, wait.
These are all the same except for the very top one and the very bottom one. And you'll see which way they're going to go in. I think they can only go in, but there is a front to it and a back to it. But I think they only go in the slide or the rail one way. They're fairly heavy too. So I'm just getting her to push them with her fingers up into that track. And I'm going to put them away in a bag for now, just then we have them all.
Long piece and then a really short piece.
The should be one last little one in there
Sure there wasn't another one?
that says top, and then at the very bottom here, there'll be more in this one. And at the very, very bottom, we'll say B for bottom, I guess. They should be numbered like that. Anyway, I'm gonna lift my end, she's gonna lift her end. The two of us are able to lift this up, and we're not youngins, so a couple people very carefully, try not to hit your walls, try not to trip, and should be able to do that. And we're gonna do the same with this. We're gonna try and shake those little pieces out. What do you want to call them?
Right.
They're like gears, I guess. That's actually what your chair is grabbing onto, and that's how it goes up and down, going along these little teeth. So she's just pushing them again, just like we did the other ones. And we're just putting them in a Ziploc bag so they stay, don't get dirt on them, because they do seem to have this B for bottom. That was the last one in the bottom. I noticed the first one had a T for top. I'm going to grab all these little guys out of here because they're not going back in. Wasn't too hard to take apart, and it's not that hard to put back together, as long as you have the same amount of stairs that it's going in later on. Well, hopefully this was helpful. I'm going to have another video on doing batteries and other maintenance on the chairs. Thanks for watching. There will be a link to both a playlist for this chair and some other videos.